What's going on, guys, and welcome back to 3D Arcade for week 5 of the week beat. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to week 5 of the BBR. This week, the Arkansas Pigknights are going up against the Texas Zygards, all the way back to week 1 with the Delta Zygards, apparently. We're going up against the Texas Zygards, coached by QSN. My words are having a problem today. Hopefully my battling's not, because we have the battle in about 20 minutes. We're going to be going over the team. We're going to be talking about why we're bringing what we're bringing, what our opponent has, what I think is going to happen, and hopefully we can pick up our second win. If you missed it last week, go check it out. It was an amazing battle against Grandmaster D-Ray and the San Diego Snugglers. It's up on the channel now, and we're trying to continue our bounce back. We won FBL, we won BBR last week. Let's see if we can pick it up again against QSN and Moth this week. But jumping right in, let's get into our opponent's team. Our opponent has got a really physically powerful team. They have a lot of physical weapons and not a lot of special weapons. You're going to see that as we go through. And they've made some transactions this week, so it's a little bit different. He's also the other new person to BBR and Draft League in general, so going up against QSN is going to be kind of a newbie Royale kind of a thing. We're new to the league, new to the style. We're going to see what's going on. We obviously have that 1-3 record. He's got that 0-4 record right now, so he's looking to pick up his first win against us. We're probably his best chance, just not matchup wise, but experience level wise. So that's what we're going to be seeing, what we can do here. So jumping in, let's talk about this. He has got Garchomp as his number 1. Big, powerful dragon, super hits physically, is okay specially, he's got 80 special, and he's pretty fast. He's 102. So we only have one thing on our team that outspeeds that naturally, and that's going to be Virizion. And believe it or not, Virizion's not coming this week. I didn't really see a lot of need for him in the lineup. So he's going to outspeed us naturally, and that's going to be something we play around a little bit. So he's got Garchomp, and then he's got Mandibuzz, Buzzwole, Mimikyu, Bronzong, Hitmonchan, Pincurchin, Clawitzer, Flareon, Leafeon, and Lopunny. So right away here, let's get into it. He's got Garchomp, Buzzwole, and Hitmonchan, and Pincurchin, and Flareon, and Leafeon that all have over 100 attack. And then he's got 90 on Mimikyu, basically 90 on Bronzong, and some other lower tier mons with some lower stats. But on the special side, looking at the same thing, right? Special attack-wise, he's got Clawitzer with 120 base special attack, and Pincurchin with 91 and Flareon with 95. But really, his only special weapon is Clawitzer. In addition to that, going over his team, he has brought a lot of Pokemon every week he's had them, pretty much. He's brought Garchomp every week. I mean, you'd expect it. He brings Buzzwole every week. I'm not sure where Hitmonchan's going to come in, because Buzzwole and Hitmonchan kind of feel the same thing, but Buzzwole, I mean, maybe if he doesn't want the bug weakness, that could be a thing. Both of them get Ice Punch, so that's what we're watching out most from them, is Ice Punch onto Lando this week. So, but he's brought Buzzwole, Garchomp, Mimikyu almost every week. Mandibuzz has come every week he's had it. Clawitzer has come every week he's had it. Did he trade for Clawitzer? Yeah, he traded for Clawitzer after week 1, so Clawitzer's come every week he's had it. He's just recently picked up Leafeon for Luxray, so that's his recent change. And that's really it. Early on, he made some changes. He dropped Rotom Fan for Flareon. He picked up Mandibuzz in a complicated trade, basically dropping Volcanion for Mandibuzz, but some trades were involved. And then he dropped Abomasnow for Clawitzer, so he's gotten that special hitter there. Did something just turn off? I think it was the screen. Yeah, that was the TV screen. The light flickering changed, screwed with my eyes. So that's his squad. So basically, we have prepped here. By the way, shout out to Syndaxatrix and to Demogon. Our front office is in full effect this week as well. Good week to come in on them. We can see what's happening. I know QSN's been trying to build his front office as well, so we're looking to see if something spicy happens. But we expect Garchomp, Mandibuzz, Buzzwole, Bronzong, and Clawitzer, and then the 5th mon is kind of up in the air. It could be Lopunny, could be Leafeon. We didn't really see Flareon coming, but Pincurchin might come. Pincurchin is a hazard-setting nightmare, as well as getting Rising Voltage, which is kind of crazy, so good thing we have Lando for that. And then we kind of, I don't know if I said Mimikyu, we definitely expect Mimikyu as the most likely 6th, but we'll see what happens here. So with that in mind, we're expecting one special weapon, and we're expecting a lot of physical weapons. So Looking at how we want to hit him, we kind of analyzed that pretty well as well. He's a little bit more physically bulky with an average defense of 97 and 92 in special defense. His speed, he's not very fast in general outside of Garchomp. So that's kind of where we're at. Getting into our team, first up this week, Primarina had to come. Primarina is just running his team with Moonblast. So we're bringing Choice Specs Modest Primarina with a standard set this week of 252 in speed, 252 special attack, 4 in defense. So that's 219 speed, I do believe. So let's go ahead and let me get my slides up here. We are, in fact, going to be, well, it's not 219 speed because it's level 50, but max speed outside of nature. We're going to be doing like 80 minimum to almost everything that wants to come into us. Mimikyu is his best answer for us, sort of, but because he has Disguise. But even play rough Mimikyu is only doing 63 to 75. Moonblast is doing 95 to 112. We're taking it out as long as Mimikyu. Basically, we break the Disguise, which is that's really all there is to say about Primarina. The other moves that we're bringing on Primarina, just to make sure we're good here, we're bringing Scald to burn the Mimikyu if we for some reason decide to go against that, or anything else. Scald to burn any of these physical hitters. Energy Ball is coming for Clawitzer, so if Primarina's lined up and ready to go, but Clawitzer comes out as its first choice, well then we're gonna have to reset up Primarina later, but we can OHKO with an Energy Ball. It's a great answer for it. We also have Flip Turn, so if we get out there and there's something we're not expecting, that we don't like the matchup for some reason, we can Flip Turn out. One prime example being like Pincurchin. Pincurchin we don't particularly want to go up against. Let's check that out real quick. Pincurchin as an electric terrain setter, we're actually doing 96 to 113. We have a 75% chance to Moonblast, but it can Toxic us. It could recover. I don't know how that would help it, but it could discharge, and if it brings Rising Voltage, it one-shots us if we don't kill. So that's a dangerous thing we don't really want to do. Flip Turn here is this thing. I'm glad I noticed this. In Showdown, we built with 2 Scalds by accident, so oops. Flip Turn's going to be doing 9 to 111. Obviously, if he sets up spikes, so be it. But if he doesn't, we're going to go hard. He's going to hit us with an electric type move. We go hard out to Mega Lando. Jesus. We go hard out to Lando. We resist the hit. We kill it with a move like Earthquake, or we I believe we're running Defog. Are we doing? We'll get to Lando. I think we might be doing Scarf Defog on Lando. But that's Prim. Prim's pretty. A lot of our sets are pretty typical, but we have a really good matchup this week, particularly for QSN's team, and that's just it's something he's building around, I'm sure. So we're probably going to see what happens. If this is the week he gets really creative, this is the week he gets really creative. But next up, we'll go into Landorus, Therian, Tiger King. Here, we are not running Defog. Okay, confirmed. We're the ground flying typing, which means we resist electric type, or we're immune to electric type moves, which is amazing. We're running Jolly this week, so we're up in speed, down in special attack. We're obviously running Intimidate, which is going to be good against a lot of his physical attackers. Lando is really great for that. Choice Scarf is going to be our thing of choice this week. So we're running an Upspeed Nature with a Scarf, because I believe that outspeeds everything. I'm pretty sure that outspeeds everything. Let me go to Lando. Lando. All my calcs are out of order. Let's check Chomp. Chomp, offensive Chomp with a Jolly max speed. So non-Scarf Chomp is outsped by us. That's where we're at. I think we might have calced to outspeed Scarfed something, and that's why we're a little bit higher. But this is no EVs, only Jolly. I think if we ran Adamant... Let me see. If we ran Adamant, we were short a little bit, so we chose to go Jolly. That was why. But Lando outspeeds his whole team with this. So we have Scarf Rocks. Really good leader for us. Get the rocks up. He doesn't have a lot of hazard clearance on his team. He's got Defog on Mandibuzz, Rapid Spin on Chan. So that might be another reason to bring Chan, because we have a good amount of setters and clearers. But I think Defog comes every week on Mandibuzz, and I think that's all he's going to bring for that. And we're going to know that, so we can play around that. But he's got Spikes on Pincurchin, Stealth Rocks on Chomp and Bronzong, and Toxic Spikes on Curchin. So we want to be careful and watch out for that. But other than that, we're bringing max attack, max defense, because again, physical hitters. So we're gonna be able to do a lot with our Earthquake. Earthquake's gonna he doesn't want to take an Earthquake with much anything on his team. Obviously Bronzong, we're expecting the Levitate, so we're gonna be careful with that. But other than if he's not Levitate, he very well might be Shuka. But we'll see. We're also bringing knockoff, so we get a free, we get an outsped knockoff on something. We also have a free U-turn out to do a little bit of chip and get out if we don't like our matchup against some type of Pokemon. Clawitzer is going to be bad for us. Leafeon's bad for us. Other than that, though, I think we're doing pretty good with Lando. So that is Lando this week. Let me go ahead and move to our next Pokemon, which is going to be Motom, the Rotom Mo. I'm making his appearance again this week with the Modest Nature, special attack up, attack down, levitate ability, also resistant to that ground, which is amazing when Garchomp is on the team. So we take away one of Garchomp's stabs. Honestly, if Chomp doesn't come, he might be able to do something crazy with this team because Chomp's ground is gone. But Chomp as a dragon type is still really good. So we have the choice specs on Rotom Mo because we're getting spicy, but I'll get to that in a minute. We got 44 in HP just to give it I think it was to give it an odd HP, do a little less damage from rocks or something like that. 252 in special attack and 212 in speed. So the 212 in speed is getting us to be outspeeding most things. 212 puts us at 261 at level 100. So if he's got a fast Mimikyu, it's going to outspeed us, but that's fine. I think we maybe outspeed, probably not Leafeon, because Leafeon, it's not Leafeon. It might be Mandibuzz. Is this max speed Mandibuzz? Let me double check. It's been a few days since we built. I'm sorry about that. 252. It's max speed Mandibuzz without a speed up nature. That's exactly what that is. So we're gonna outspeed Mandibuzz, and we're doing 76 to 90 with a Volt Switch on Mandibuzz, which can't do a whole lot to us with a Foul Play U-turn typical set you'd expect. So Roost, Defog, things like that. We hit him. If we hit him, he's gonna go Roost next turn, almost certainly. He doesn't want to sack Mandibuzz, especially if we have rocks up. He might sack it to Defog if he comes in on a Volt Switch. And then we either kill it with whatever comes in next, or we predict the swap and play around it. So that's our idea here with Rotom, is for our Volt Switch and Leaf Storm. We're going to be able to pivot in and around a whole bunch of things because his team is mostly slow, like I said. His only immunity is going to be Garchomp, so if Garchomp's gone, we're A-okay. Leaf Storm does some really good damage to a lot of things on his team as well. And then we brought Trick. Now, we brought Trick because it occurred to us that if we can get in on a Mimikyu, especially if it's setup Mimikyu, so he goes, I mean, it's gonna be, right? He's Swords Dancing if he has Disguise. If we can get in on him, how much does a +1 Mimikyu do? +2 Mimikyu. +2 oh, sorry, I'm on Mandibuzz. Okay, so +2 Mimikyu, please tell me we EV'd for this. We didn't. Okay, a +2 EV from Mimikyu is gonna be bad for us. Shadow Claw has a chance to kill as well. But basically, we want to try to start in on it so we can specs it. We can take its Life Orb or its band and take it from Mimikyu, which will be good for us. I mean, if it's banded, that would suck, but whatever. We'll figure that out. We'll probably just click Volt Switch the rest of the match. And this is our Defogger, so that, again, choice items are hard, but it was funny to do this. So we bring Trick, and we trick a Specs onto him, and then he gets no boost, and he's locked into a move, so he's forced to switch that first time. Then he never gets Swords Dance again, and he doesn't have a boosting item. So that's really good. It really just stops that Mimikyu, and that's the idea there. Next up, we're bringing Goodra. Goodra's going to be our last weapon this week, mostly. Caveat, I guess. But Goodra's coming. Goomy the Goodra, Dragon type, Bold Nature this week. Up defense, down special attack, because our special is ridiculous. Sap Sipper is coming, so if Leafeon comes, we have a good way around Leafeon. Rocky Helmet is on us so that we can take the hits and give some damage back. We actually did the math, and we're pretty sure that if Life Orb Lopunny comes with Triple Axle, that in order to do enough hits to kill Goodra without any previous damage, it would die, so it would be a trade. And we'll see how that goes down, but that's, spicy, as Tim likes to say over on Syndaxatrix likes to say. We're bringing Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. Ton of coverage moves, basically. Sludge Wave, I think, is Mimikyu. I don't think it's necessarily anything else. Maybe also Leafeon. It's good for Leafeon as well. Thunderbolt's hurting a lot of things. Ice Beam's hurting a lot of things. Flamethrower's doing some good work for us. So that's the spread. EV spread-wise, we got 204 in HP for bulk, 252 in defense to live, and 52 in attack with that... we actually didn't run a boosting item. 52 in attack was just enough, I think, to keep Thunderbolt over half on Clawitzer? I think on Claw. Let me check. Goodra, Claw, Thunderbolt. It's like a 50... It's like a 75% chance to Oko. It was something. Maybe it's Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz. I don't remember what it was for, but it keeps something 50% or higher, so it's a 2-hit KO. Goombi's going to be really good this week. It's going to be fun to play with Goodra. So those are kind of our weapons and some pivots. Support-wise, we're bringing Doc the Xatu this week to keep Prim healthy, because Prim is our weapon for most of his team. It just, like I said, it runs it with Moonblast. So, especially Specs Moonblast. So we've got Defog, secondary Defogger, great. Magic Bounce this week as well. So if we predict spikes, we can come in on it. Put the spikes back on him. Excellent. We don't even have to set them. Perfect. Heavy duty boots, so we can come in and clear them with defog if something's wrong without taking any damage. We're bold nature, so we got more defense. We don't need attack at all. We have Wish and a ton of investment with 252 in HP, so we have an HP of 172 to wish off into Prim or anything else we want to keep healthy. What does his team have cleric-wise? I think it's just the... Yeah, he has Heal Bell and Wish, and Healing Wish on Lopunny, and then Wish on the Evolutions. So he has some options, but he doesn't bring them a lot, and I don't think he brings them as clerics. So that's the idea there. And then Air Slash is here because Air Slash kills Hitmonchan and Buzzwole, basically, and we outspeed. I believe we naturally outspeed Buzzwole and Hitmonchan. I know we do. I guess I should say I know we do naturally, but chances are he doesn't run this. Yeah, we're running 227 speed on Xatu if it's level 100. So that's 222 on Buzzwole if Buzzwole runs its regular set. If he runs more speed, sure, but I mean, he's doing a max of 46 with Ice Punch, and we Oko. Definitely Oko. And plus, he takes some bulk off if he runs that speed. So, I mean, you know, that's how that goes. Hitmonchan comes. Why is... Oh, I guess it's because this fighting... Isn't fighting weak to flying? Oh, wow. Okay, Hitmonchan's pretty specially bulky. We didn't expect that. We're only doing 37 to it, so maybe it's not an answer for Hitmonchan specifically, but it's still here for wishing anyway. And last but not least, we have another support mon this week in Jailer the Klefki, coming at you with the bold nature as well. Prankster ability, so we don't want to do anything in front of Mandibuzz, but in front of anything else, we're pretty good. Light Clay to boost our screens because we're running Light Screen, Reflect, Dazzling Gleam, and Thunder Wave. Basically, we decided to bring Light Screen because another damaging move or spikes or something wasn't doing a lot for us. And Clawitzer's pretty scary with Specs and Mega Launcher, so if we can get the Light Screen up as well as the Reflect, we shut down a lot of his damage for a lot of turns. So that's kind of the thought there. We have D-Gleam because D-Gleam does good damage to a lot of his team, as does Moonblast if Klefki starts doing damage for some reason. Thunder Wave is here because, like, paralyzing anything that's relatively fast, like paralyzing Leafeon, because we're a great Leafeon wall, paralyzing Mandibuzz, paralyzing Mimikyu. I mean, there's a good candidate. Para is always good for stuff, right? But we decided that speed was going to be good for us. Obviously, we can't paralyze the Garchomp, but I think we're going to be okay there. Garchomp, physical Garchomp can Oko Goodra, but regular, at least I believe, we might have actually built around that. Goodra versus Garchomp, offensive Stealth Rocks. Not standard set. He brings Mix. Draco does not kill us. Tank. Garchomp. What's a D-Claw do? I want to know what a D-Claw does to us. Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is only doing 75. We almost certainly kill. 70% chance to kill with an Oko from Goodra. So, I mean, lots of damage on Garchomp. So, we have options. We have a couple of options that do pretty good against them. And we have two fairies that resist any Dragon-type moves. So, that's also amazing. Honestly, getting Goodra in front of Garchomp and swapping to Prim is a really good way to get in front of it. It's a really safe way to bring Prim in. So, pretty dangerous stuff. And that's the team this week, guys. We got 252, by the way, in HP and defense for Klefki, and we put the rest in special attack for that D-Gleam, but we'll see if the D-Gleam comes in handy. That's basically it. I'm going to wrap it up because we're connecting in 4 minutes for the battle, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the channel for week 5. Peace.